Hi everyone, this is Ami from Design Humor. Today we are going to learn wood grain effect. So here I have this panel you all can use as a wall piece, or you just hang the keys over here, so hooks over here, so that you all can use it as a hook stand. So this piece I'll show you how to use the tool first. So here I have the rough piece. So here I have this wooden tool. As you all can see, there are grains over here. So you have to start from this tiny edge, okay, and then till the bottom of this tool. So here you have to hold the tool like this. Keep this part on the edge right like this. Just drag it little bit like this, then go up, then again drag, and then go down and again drag. So this way you have to use this tool. Again I'll show you. Keep the tool like this way on the edge like this, drag it a little bit, then go up, drag, go down and drag. So this way you will get the wood grain effect on this. So here always you have to apply the base color. So I'm applying the white base color on the rough board first, and then we will do on this board. So here I'm using Asian Paint Tractor Emulsion. So I'm applying a primer over here. So here I have this white primer. And this I'm using Asian Paint Tractor Emulsion. So I'm using roller. So take the color into the roller like this and apply it. On the board. So here again we take color and apply it.
Can we do it with brush?
Yes, you all can. But
Okay.
with brush you will get the brush marks. So here, as you all can see, there is no brush marks. It's giving the equal, all over equal effect.
And can you just repeat, is this a primer or this is a primer, right?
It's a primer. So always apply primer first, and then you all start working whatever you want to do on the wooden surface.
So without roller, how can we do it with sponge?
I'll show you that as well.
Okay.
So here, as you all can see, like within few seconds, I'm done with the primer of the board. I'll show you it with the sponge now. So for this, cut the small piece of sponge. Dip the sponge into the primer. See this. It gives you the same effect, but this takes time because roller, it just works very fast. So this is with the sponge. So always, without fail, you have to apply the primer first and then, or you all can start the work. Make sure that your wooden base should not be visible. Just see the white patch.
Your wooden base, this is beautifully cut. Did you cut it at home?
No. It is available. This all. It's a laser cut wooden base. It's very easily available. So
Okay.
I'll share you the detail at the end of the workshop.
Okay.
Yeah, the lady is based in Pune, and she has all the MDF cutouts and colors and everything.
Ami, there is a question. How do you clean the roller after using it?
You just have to wash it in a water. Like once you're done with your work, immediately wash it with the water, because this color is water based. So it's not a oil base. If you are using oil based colors, then use the first turpentine, wash the sponge, and then easily you wash it with the water. And let this dry. If you don't have dryer, then it's okay, let it dry naturally, or else use the dryer to work a little bit faster. On the side as well. Apply. So here I will use this brush. So on the sides, mostly I will use brush because it has a very thin area. So here, as you all can see, I am done with the primer part. I'll keep this aside for drying. So meanwhile, this is dried. Now we have to take the color. So whichever color you feel you can take. So I'm going to show you the shades of wood grain. So I'm not using a single color. So first of all, I will take out this misty fog.
What is this?
It's a chalk color.
Chalk color, white. Okay.
Yeah. As you all can see,
Colors are water based, right?
Yeah, these are all water-based color. As you all can see, it's a very, very English shades. And obviously we are doing a stenciling on top of it. So make sure that even if you give the grainy effect, don't give a darker shade. If you want to do a stenciling on top of it, it's completely optional, because the wood grain itself is a texture. And again, on top of it, if you give a stenciling, Again, it kind of add the texture. So if you don't want the texture look, then it's okay. You just do the grain effect and leave it as it is, or else do the take a lighter shade of the wood grain and do the stenciling on top of it. So I'm taking out this misty fog on one palette, and on the other palette I'm taking a wet cement color. And I am adding a little bit of a black color in it because I want a little bit darker, because if you all can see, these both color are a little bit on a lighter side. So I'll be taking a little bit of darker grayish. So I'm just adding a little bit of a black in it. And most important part is now a glazing medium. So if you directly use this color, what happens? It dries really very fast. So we don't want color to dry fast, because obviously once we apply, we can't immediately do the grain effect on top of it. So we will be covering the color part first, and then I'll be giving the effect of this grain. So make sure that you take 70% of color and 30% of this glaze medium. It's okay, you don't have to measure the medium, that's not compulsory, but if you are taking 70% of color, so just take 30% of medium. So here I am adding a medium. So as you all can see, so medium is medium helps color not to dry fast. So it takes time to dry. So if you are not happy with the grain effect and you want to redo it, yes, you all can redo it with the help of this medium. Okay, so here I am mixing this color. So 70% color and 30% your medium. So I'm just doing on the rough board right now, so that you all be seeing me doing almost twice or thrice the same effect. So here I'm applying this base coat of this fog color. Then I'm mixing this gray color. Adding a little bit black. Yeah, this is perfect. Okay, now I will be taking gray color. Just mix it, don't take too much of color. Now I'll take a lighter shade. And just mix it with your darker color. So you all can see the shades of this. So just apply it.
These are also Asian colors.
Sorry?
These are also Asian paint colors from another brand.
I can't hear you properly.
Ami ma'am,
Huh?
instead of chalk colors, which color can be used?
I would always prefer chalk. You all can use acrylic colors, that's fine. So
Okay.
here, as you all can see, my base is ready now. Then again, I will take a sponge.
One down.
Okay. So this is tell me.
Instead of that glaze, you said to mix with it. Can I use acrylic gloss medium?
Yes, fine, that's fine. So here I'm taking a sponge. The color is still wet, okay? It's not dry. Just with the sponge, with very light hand, you give a rough effect on this. ये आपको कोई नहीं सिखाएगा. So here, as you all can see, with the sponge effect, you will get this line. Okay? Once you are done with this, take this tool, okay? Take this edge first. I'm starting. Hold the board, just drag it, go up and drag it. See this effect. Yeah? And you have this bristles back side. So again, just give a line. Again, take this, and again, what you have to do is remove the excess color, otherwise, it will come to the next color. So here, again, just drag it. Yeah? And again, see this effect. Yeah? Okay? And then again with the sponge, you just slightly mix it so that it looks like natural effect. Yeah? So here, see, my color is still wet. If I'm not happy with the grain effect, again what I'll do, I'll mix the color like this way again. If you want, you all can take a little bit darker. So this is I'm doing on the rough wood now. So here with the grazing medium, I can still able to do it with this tool again. So here again, just take this tool. Now I'll show you with this tool, the bigger ones. Okay. So here you take the tool, just go down. Yeah, see this effect. Again, the bristle and this. Clean the tool. Again, you start, you drag it, go up and go down. Again, drag it, go up and go down. See this. Yeah? And again on the sides.
Oh, it's looking very nice.
Yeah. So this is done. Now see, if you all can see, this is very good effect here and here. So this effect comes with the sponge. So here you have to take the sponge and just slowly, very light-handed, you just have to mix it.
While applying the while washing it with the sponge, we don't have to apply any pressure.
Don't apply pressure. Don't apply pressure at all. Okay. So see here, I just messed up. So again, so this part is very
Looking
good.
very nice.
Yeah. So again, just
Your
clean
base color is seen as our primer color only, white.
Yes, yes. That's why I have done this base color, because whenever even if we merge the color, the top color, your base color is visible.
Okay. Suppose I want some different color.
Yes, you can.
Okay. In that case, I think first I need to apply that desired chalk paint color, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So this gives you kind of very English look. If you all are seeing it, it's kind of very, if you go to a restaurant, you get a very, grayish shades. So this is the shade I'm using it today.
So we don't have to allow the primer to dry, right?
No.
After we
This
apply
is
the
done
primer, we
now.
have to start.
Yes.
No,
Huh.
no.
So,
See, when I'm starting my thing on the board, I'm applying the primer, right? So I don't have to wait for long. The primer need not dry, right?
primer is dried.
Acha, it has to fully dry, and then only we have to
Yes.
use the chalk paint.
Of course, yes.
Okay.
Yes. So make sure that your primer should dry, and then only you start the top color.
We can use a darker shade of primer also, right?
Yes.
And in that case, we need to use a chalk paint of light shade.
Sure. Yes. Exactly. Change it now. Okay. So this way you have to use the tool. So now I'll be doing on this. Just let me know what color you want, and accordingly I'll make it. You want to go for a brown shade? Just let me know your views if you want. I'll go for a brown. So one gray is done, so I'll show it to you on a brown as well.
If you have wine or green color,
Green color
Like
would
green,
gray
cement
not
green.
good. I will use wine shade.
cement green, I mean, not
Cement gray. I've used this wet cement, no? So this is the gray color. I've
no,
used
the olive,
already.
the olive kind of green. I
Olive
meant.
green. Yes, olive.
Yeah.
Just wait for a minute. I'll just wash this tool and then I'm using a black. I'm not using too much of black. I'm using this chocolate brown, which is exactly the wood color. So you'll see the wood colored effect as well. So here I am taking out. I'm using the same Mystery Fog color because I have to blend the top two colors. So just a minute. Now I'm adding glazing medium. Just a little bit of a darker color of this brown. Okay. Mix the color.
Sorry, Ami missed. What is that black dot you put in the paint?
Where it is?
In that color you took.
I've made this color a little bit darker.
Oh,
So
so
that's why I've added a black color. Okay. So this color is ready, and this color is also ready. So here again, So my the base coat is dried enough. So I'm applying on the sides as well. And just blend this two color. Again, see, I want to do a stencil on top of it, so that's why I'm taking this the top shade little lighter, so that you know when if I work on top of it, it should be visible. तेरा बजा है क्या? On top, I can make it little darker. So this is done. Now just take a sponge. With a very light hand, use this. Now I'll be using tool. So start with the, just drag it down.
Are there any other designs available, or is it because of wood effect this is the only one we use?
This is the only design if obviously you are doing with the grain effect.
Okay.
See the beautiful effect over here. So this is exactly the wood color. Now again, I will use sponge. Just with a very light hand. See this. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty it looks.
Yeah. Now let this dry, and meanwhile we will do the distressing over here. So again, I'll be using, because obviously see this is kind of looking little empty, right? So here, as we already have a grain over here, so I'm kind of enhancing it. So I'll be using black color. So in this brown, I'm adding a little bit of a black color. So I'm making it kind of little darker shade of brown. This is done now. So cut the sponge. Take the color. Lift this up. Are you all able to see?
Yes,
Yes.
Ami.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. See this. It would be much easier to see from this side. See this. Yeah? So it kind of popping it up. So this is the real wood effect. It's exactly the brown, and I've used a little bit of a foggy, misty fog color, so it gives you a very, again, not typical wood color, but yes, a little bit English wood color. Yeah. So this is called distressing. Again, you have to apply a very light hand. Then and only you'll get this rough look. Somewhere dark, somewhere light. See. Okay. Now see, the whole look is totally changed. Let me see, this is still not dry. So I will use the dryer to dry it fast. Gaurav, Arav डरे नहीं हाँ, just
Can you hear me, Ami?
sorry. Hello, sorry.
Yeah, I want to ask, if edges are sharp, then similar we have to do distressing, right?
Yes. See, if you're distressing, what distressing means, whatever you do, it kind of enhances the main area. See, अगर आपने पहले देखा रहता तो this was kind of, equal. But now I've given the edges little bit darker, so it kind of enhancing your mid portion. Correct?
Okay. Yeah.
I will share you photo with the darker shade as well. Papi, I will share you the photos. I've taken a little bit of a red and pink tone as well. So yes, even that looks good. I will share you that as well. So
Sure.
all of you will have a choices. So my color is dry now. Now I'll show you the brushing effect. I will again take this darker shade. I'll make it little bit watery. Again, this is optional. It's completely optional. Take the color into the brush. And from the top, don't do it nazdeek se, because then you'll get the bigger droplets, and we don't want the bigger droplets. So just on the top. See this. Yeah. So it's not too much and it's not very less as well here. And it's scattered. So आप जितना दूर से करोगे, the droplets उतना ही scattered and it will give you a very nice look. So here, apply the brush of it. Okay. Now even this part is done now. Now I will do the stenciling. So here, again take a new sponge. See, I have many stencils like Home Sweet Home, or else you can use this Patisserie, Paris. So just let me know which one you want to see. So here, this is Patisseries, Paris, and here it's a Home Sweet Home.
Home Sweet Home.
The first
Home
one.
Sweet. The Patisserie.
Okay.
I have the mixed opinion. So mostly I'll be
Where
using
do you
this
get
because.
these pencils, these ones?
Sorry?
Locally you get them?
Yes, it's easily available. Don't you worry. I will give you the one-stop shop address.
Okay.
Yeah. So here I am.
Both है पा जाएगी.
Sorry. So I'm just taking into a midpoint. So on the top, I'll be taking a little bit on the top because if anybody wants to, apply the hooks over here, so you all can apply 1, 2, and 3 hooks. So use it as a key holder or use it as a any a wall decor. So that's perfectly fine. So here I'll be doing the stencil exactly in the middle like this. Okay, so this is done. Make sure that once you start doing the color on top, just don't remove the stencil at all. So here I'm taking the black color. You all can take this stencil brush as well. So use the stencil brush. It's perfectly your choice. So I'll be using stencil brush only. So you will all see how to use this brush. Set the stencil. I'm not using water at all. Don't use water, otherwise what will happen, the color will spread and you'll not get the effect which you want. So don't ever use water while doing the stenciling. Make sure this that. So here, just take the color and you just have to dab it.
We can use sponge for stenciling.
Yes, you all can use sponge as well. So as I said, you just cut the sponge. So I just want you all to know how to use this brush as well. So it's fine if you don't have this stencil brush. That's perfectly fine.
Do we need glaze in black color?
Sorry?
Do we need glaze also in black color?
What? I didn't understand.
Glazing.
Glazing medium? No, not at all.
Okay.
And again, don't take too much color on the brush as well. So just take a color, remove the extra color, like see I'm doing it. Just take the color, remove the excess color, and then you start dabbing on it. And even if you get the lump, so kind of it will spread the color. So just take a color, take out a little bit on the side of the palette, and then start doing it. So this is done. If you want, you all can take this circle. If you don't want, just leave it as it is. For now, I'm not using this because kind of that will ruin the look. So I'm just using this patisserie thing. And now gently, once you are satisfied with the top color, gently see this. Yeah.
Wow,
See the look.
so pretty.
So again, as I said, go for kind of English shades that will give you more prettier and more nice look. If you are going for a very darker and very bold colors, then what will happen? The effect will be visible, but it will not soothe your eyes. So always keep on doing something which soothes your eyes. So that's why I have taken this this and
Background dark like a stencil can be white, na?
yes.
Can that stencil be reused?
Yes, stencil can be reused.
So we clean it. We clean it and
once you are done with the stencil.
we
How
have
to
to clean it
clean
and
that?
keep it.
Just wait a minute. I'll have to come back. I'll just have to join it again. Wait a minute.
Okay.
So here, as you all can see, it's totally matte finish. If you want to seal it, obviously we will have to seal the whole work. So I'm using varnish. You all can use a spray varnish as well, or you all can use this thigh varnish, which is a little bit on the expensive side, but that's okay. That's perfectly. So here I will show you, with just this sponge. It's wet right now, the stencil. With this sponge, you just wash it with the water. It will come off. The color will come off. Okay. And I will show you the home sweet home on this wrap on this as well, so you'll get the idea. Now I'll show you with the sponge. Take the color. Done. Gently. So this is home sweet home.
Beautiful.
So this way you all can make up planks, at your home. So just cut the smaller pieces and make a plank, and then just apply a hook, and you all can decorate with the mason jar and put a light in it. Even that looks very fab. So this is another idea. So now I will show you how to apply the varnish. So everything is dried right now. Then and only you use the varnish. Use the fresh brush. Take out the varnish over here. This is a water-based varnish, so it's okay if it is dried. You all can add a little bit of a water and use it. So here, see, this is perfectly dry. Now just apply a coat of varnish, and it comes like एक shade आपका darker हो जाएगा पहले से, just one shade darker. See, as you all can see the difference. So just apply a layer of a varnish to seal the project. So now even if you apply water on top of it, it will be easy for you to clean this up. On the sides.
Are the tools available in small sizes as well for the small wood boards?
No, tools is the same size. One is this and one is this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ami, can we use the combination of chalk color and acrylic color? Like, suppose we are doing the base in chalk, and then can we do the stenciling in acrylic color?
Yeah, fine. That's fine.
Yeah, so that's one of the query. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So now this is done. See this. Now the look. You will see the little bit shine over here. And it
One coat is sufficient, right? Of one.
no, at least 2 to 3 coats.
Okay.
Yeah. So I just showed it to you how to use the varnish. Once again this dries, apply the second coat. Again let the second coat dry, apply the third coat. 3 coat is like I would suggest. Not more than 3, but 3 coat is necessary to just make it waterproof, so that even if you use the wet cloth, you all can easily use it.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah.
And once it dries, immediately after that we can apply a second coat, or we need to put it for 12-14 hours?
No. You just once this dries, apply the second coat. That's fine.
Okay.
Hello, Ami.
Hi.
You said this is water-based, this varnish. So will it come off when we wipe it with water or something?
No. Why water-based varnish? If this varnish dries, you all can add a little bit of water into it and then use it. So it's that's why we call it as a water-based varnish.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Have you all cleared with the base idea how to use the tool, and how I've already showed it to you almost thrice. So how to use. So this is the
Yes.
See, this is with the gray effect, and this is with the brown effect. You'll see the difference. Like it looks totally different both. Either you use this or this. So here, as you all have seen, I've used this tool. So as you all can see, there are like little bit broader grains over here. Okay, so this is with this tool, the smaller one, and the one which I have done is with the bigger tool. So that's the difference. Otherwise, there is no difference between the tools. Any questions?